Hi, we're Team 4. Our group investigated customer service preferences and the implications for social media, specifically Facebook Messenger, as business tools. In our presentation, we'll begin with an overview of background and introduction to our problem definition, then review the research design. Following this, we'll walk through our questionnaire and the analysis of the data behind survey results. Finally, we'll present recommendations from our findings. The background that influenced our project started with the recognition that businesses today are continuing to look for competitive advantages, and an online presence is now table stakes for a successful company. From a consumer lens, social media use is at an all-time high, with multiple platforms and ways for consumers to interact with businesses and brands. Also, there's an observable trend that online customer service tools are emerging, including live chat features, automated chatbots, and social media messengers. The problem that our team wants to consider is, how should businesses consider social media tools such as Facebook Messenger to maximize customer service? The questions we want answered are, how do consumers interact with businesses on social media platforms? How do customer service preferences translate to social media platforms? What is the awareness level of Facebook Messenger as a customer service tool? And what is the acceptance level of Facebook Messenger as a customer service tool?
Our research design is a survey questionnaire. Our contact method is online through Facebook accounts and email addresses. For our procedure, we simply sent survey to acquaintances via personal accounts or through email. Our sampling plan included a sampling unit of Facebook accounts and email addresses, and we approximated our sampling size to be 100 to 200 respondents. Displayed is an overview of the questionnaire. Our survey asked respondents a series of questions including social media usage, customer service preferences, and finally some demographic questions. Our team was conscious of keeping the survey short to keep completion rate high. We purposely started with easier questions and led into harder questions as the survey progressed, and finally ended with straightforward demographic questions for completion. Our team understands that there are some limitations to this data. First, the respondents are all acquaintances of our group members, so therefore the sample could lean toward our personal demographic nature. Also, there is some self-selection bias. All respondents voluntarily opted into the survey.
Our estimate is that each of our team members shared with 75 people for a total distribution of 375. We collected 191 responses over the course of 5 days, indicating a response rate of over 50%. The completion rate of initiated surveys was over 90%, with 176 as final respondent count. As we review the demographic data of respondents, our sample skewed toward female and under 45 years old, with over 70% female gender and almost 75% falling in the age range of 25 to 44. Our sample is highly educated, with over 80% holding at least a bachelor's degree and a majority having an annual income of at least $50,000. Keeping our demographic data in mind, we've used our data to investigate our questions. Starting with the question, how do consumers interact with businesses on social media? First, we looked at social media proficiency of our respondents. 92% of respondents had intermediate to advanced proficiency with social media. We'll keep this in mind as we make our recommendations and look at the other data. Further results revealed our respondents' social media habits. We asked what social media channels our respondents use to interact with businesses. We allowed a multiple response on the question of social media channels. Over 85% of our respondents chose Facebook as a way they interact with businesses, 149 out of 176 respondents. And furthermore, over 2/3 said they followed 1 to 25 businesses, indicating that respondents interact with only a few select businesses on Facebook. As far as the types of businesses that our respondents followed on social media, The top 5 business types were entertainment, food and drink, health and fitness, lifestyle, and shopping.
We wanted to continue and find customer service preferences and how they translate to social media platforms. We asked respondents a question regarding importance of aspects of customer service. By analyzing the means of each, respondents rated quality of response as the highest and accessibility and speed of response as second and third. Ultimately, this data shows us that all are important to respondents, and it's very hard to differentiate between these aspects since the means of each were relatively close to one another. When asked to select preferred customer service, majority of respondents want a phone, live person as contact. However, it's interesting that almost 1/4 of all respondents prefer instant chat and email is almost 20%, both relatively new types of customer service. Altogether, online customer service accounts for over 45% of preferred customer service. The majority of respondents expected resolution time to be less than 5 minutes, a more likely resolution time for an online customer service compared to other methods. Finally, we asked what type of businesses would respondents use Facebook Messenger to contact for customer service. Shopping had over 1/3 of respondents choose this as their #1 answer. We asked respondents to indicate descriptions of a business that used Facebook Messenger by a sliding rating scale. Reviewing the data of the rating scale, the highest rated adjective was innovative. Fast, slow, and responsive, unresponsive were not far from the average of 2.5, indicating that respondents do not necessarily associate either word to describe companies that use Facebook Messenger. Caring and accessible scored means that were somewhat significant.
We then investigated awareness level of Facebook Messenger as a customer service tool. Of our respondents, 94% had used Facebook Messenger and most use it once a week or more. This indicates an extremely high awareness level for Facebook Messenger as a standalone platform. Most users are using their Facebook Messenger app on their mobile device, almost 80% in fact. Most are contacting close friends, an indication that the platform is used on a more personal level. We simply asked if respondents were aware of the ability to contact businesses on Facebook Messenger, and only 50% indicated they were aware you could contact businesses. Only 23% have used Facebook Messenger to contact for customer service.
Finally, we asked about the acceptance level of Facebook Messenger as a customer service tool. Almost 50% said they would somewhat agree, or strongly agree that Facebook Messenger is a good way to resolve customer service issues. This indicates that respondents see some value in the platform used as a customer service tool. However, when asked the likelihood of contacting businesses via Facebook Messenger, the data indicates that an overwhelming majority are unsure or against the idea. The pie chart on the right indicates that if they did in fact reach out via Facebook Messenger for a customer service inquiry, over 45% would expect a response rate of 5 minutes or less.
We'll now conclude with our recommendations. These include 1. Industries to consider Facebook Messenger, 2. How to successfully launch a Facebook Messenger customer service tool, 3. Types of brands to consider Facebook Messenger, 4. Response time recommendation, and 5. Customer service insights. Retail businesses should consider launching Facebook Messenger platforms, especially if they're classified as entertainment, food and drink, or health and fitness. Shopping was the #1 answer of what types of businesses should launch. The classifications derived from survey results of industries respondents interacted with and followed on social media. Our second recommendation is to advise businesses on creating awareness of Facebook Messenger. 52% of respondents were not aware they could use Facebook Messenger to contact a business for customer service. However, almost half of respondents said they think it's a good way to resolve issues. This data supports that awareness campaigns will be needed if a business decides to launch a Facebook Messenger customer service tool. A campaign with an education objective could push customers into considering Facebook Messenger. Another recommendation advises types of brands to consider Facebook Messenger.
The graph above pulls responses from the semantic scale we featured in the survey. Accessible and innovative are the two adjectives that scored the strongest means. Facebook Messenger can be seen as an innovative customer service venture, and companies seeking an identity as innovative should adopt the app as a customer service platform. Brands and companies that we infer would want to be considered as innovative would be tech companies, automobile brands, social media platforms, and health-forward food and drink. We recommend keeping response times below 5 minutes. Response time is important to the consumer, with almost half considering that less than 5 minutes is appropriate. This will be especially important in the social media space, and companies should aim for even lower response times. Our last recommendation is for businesses to understand that customer service and social media are universal across demographics. Key focus should be placed on targeting all demographics through Messenger's versatility. Each of the customer service preferences scored high means, so we would include all are important.
This concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for listening to our survey results. And we're going to leave you guys with some additional insights in case you're interested in learning more about our survey.